mind to plan out a narrative with approximately year 3 and 4. So I'll open up Simple Mind here, and I'll go to the button there that says New Mind Map. And in our central theme, what we're going to do here is we're going to type in narrative, and I might also type in my name, because that's a good way of actually saving our mind maps with Simple Mind. So obviously, before we do any of this, we need to have gone through the structure of a narrative with our students, and what we're doing now is just planning out our first story together. So the first thing that we could do as a whole class is actually put in the structure. So we might here put in our setting, or I might also put the word orientation, and then I'll touch on the side of the page. I'll give that plenty of room. I'll touch back on my middle concept, my main concept there, and hit my plus as well. And I might create here my complication, which is the next part of our structure. And I'll do the same thing again with, I'll just move that over there, and finally our resolution here. Now, I could do this on the interactive whiteboard with all my students sitting down with me, and I could ask the students those questions. Okay, what's the first part of a story or a narrative? Okay, setting my scene, and so on. So what I would do there as part of the planning of the narrative, the students' planning, I would allow the students to start creating some ideas about where would they like their story set. So the first lesson could just be brainstorming some ideas for the students, or with the students, about the types of scenes. So we might have a little branch off here saying, okay, my first idea could be space, my next one could be in a city, and so on. And what we're actually doing there is we're allowing our students to explore all the different settings for our story. But then once the students actually decide, we can send them away and they can build on theirs and start to look at, okay, I've chosen a city, and the students can start say, okay, what kind of city would it be? It's going to be full of skyscrapers. It's going to be, it could be a dark, actually, night where we actually start off our story. And then we could actually get rid of these other ones, which is our space type ones. We could get rid of them as well. And so what the students are actually doing are building on their planning, on their concept planning. And so when it comes to actually writing the story, they can actually look at their mind map here and say, okay, let's brainstorm some more ideas about my setting before I actually start putting the sentences together. So this is just a really quick tutorial about how you can use Simple Mind and concept planning to plan out your narrative lessons with your students.